Welcome back to the Afro Anime Initiative podcast. Here at Afro Anime Initiative, we discuss everything in Afro futurism from A to Z, plus a couple letters that haven't been discovered yet, because futurism. I am your host, Darren Bradley, along with.
It's Paulina Guerriere. Hi, guys. I hope you guys are doing well and staying safe.
Don't worry, guys, she just forgot her name for a second. We got this. We got this. Before we get into our topics, first, if you can follow us on our social media at Afro Anime Initiative on Instagram and on Facebook. And Facebook, please like our group and our page. We discuss a whole bunch of things on a daily basis in Afrofuturism. And follow us at Afro_AI on Twitter and right here on YouTube. And before you leave YouTube, hit like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss another podcast. All those cool YouTube things that you can, do for free. We appreciate it. It helps the channel grow. Oh man, let's get into it because Disney just been everywhere this past week before recording. But let's kick it off with some really cool news. Paulina, Black Panther 2, casting news. What's going on?
Okay, so they just made it. Well, they made an announcement that Michaela Coel, who is the creator and star of the HBO Max original series I May Destroy You, and another series called Chewing Gum, which is currently on Netflix, she has been casted for the sequel to Black Panther. We do not know what the role is yet. It's speculation that she might be Storm. My heart will be so happy if she is, but we don't know yet. We don't really know what's going on with the script. Anyways, I heard that they have like 5 at this point, and I think they made another one. Even the actors are kind of sort of in the dark with what's going on. However, this looks fun and promising because Michaela Coel is a fun actress, a great comedian. Um, this is exciting news because she's a solid actress. So I'm curious to know what her role is going to be, what is going on in this awaited sequel. And Darren, what do you think? Are you familiar with this actress?
Ain't never heard of nothing here, neither hear of it. And
Wow.
I love it. I like the mystery. I like somebody I don't know about. I have HBO Max, never heard of this show. Guess what's on my list now?
Yeah.
I gotta check this out, see what's popping.
And check out Chewing
And I
Gum.
think like her look, chewing gum, got it.
Yes. Yep.
Chewing gum.
It's great.
Looked at her list, looked at a picture of her that they put out in what all the papers they are talking about it, the publications talking about it. Love her look. Storm, mwah.
Yep.
Oh, so just the look alone, perfect. Don't know nothing else. Just her look alone
Oh,
looks
she's
great.
striking. I love it.
Yeah, and you're right. And you're right. There's no word. They're on the 6th script because of the rewrites, and a lot of people want to say it might be because of Chadwick. No, I think it's because they like, and we don't want nobody know what's going on.
Right.
I think everybody got a different script. And I think that's genius.
Yep.
I think that's genius. This is gonna be one of the biggest steps to see if Marvel can deal with real adversity. I'm sorry, losing a couple of directors here and there, having a couple of actors mad at you, that's not diversity for a studio. When a star was in he was in 4 of your most popular films, your highest money making films, except for one, and you lose that star in a tragic passing, this shows whether the studio can bounce back. I look forward to it. And her, cool. Production's already started on Black Panther. Like I said, they got scripts, they got location settings out, what from reports is being going on. It looks like most of the cast is coming back. And right now we have a date of July 8th, 2022. Can't wait. I mean, what else can we say? Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Looks like it's going to be phenomenal. Oh, there's one other thing. So, P, have you checked out I May Destroy You?
I've heard of it and I looked it up. I haven't been able to watch it because clearly I do not have HBO Max. But I am aware of it and I know what it's. I can't say I know what it's about. It's kind of vague, but I know about it, and I've learned the background of it is actually based on her real life experiences, especially a very not so lovely event that happened to her while she was writing or while she was doing chewing gum. So this happened to her a couple years ago, and she brought it to the screen through I May Destroy You. I can't say what it is. I don't want to trigger anybody. Um, it's not great, but it's pretty much about a young woman who's trying to figure out what the hell happened to her. That's all I'm gonna say.
Cool. Yeah, and I may destroy you. A lot of the press, we don't really care about those things around here. But they said they got 4 Emmy nominations, no wins, but who cares?
Yeah.
Emmys, they don't know nothing.
Right, but still,
Man,
considering I heard it's very good, so check it out, guys.
yeah, still got 4 nods. Definitely on my list, and chewing gum. Both chewing gum, I may destroy you. They're on the list now.
Boom.
Wow. Let's keep it. Like I said, this is gonna be a nice, tight podcast today. Let's keep it with Marvel Studios.
Wow.
What? Nice and tight.
Oh my god. I love it.
Marvel Studios is set to launch their own animation studio. P, what's going on with Marvel? What's happening?
Okay, so with the whole Marvel Studios What If, they worked with 2 different companies outside of the United States in the first place, which makes me go, but they are looking to produce more shows like this, more Marvel, brain fart, produced, and just Marvel stuff in the animation screen. And while it's cool and all, personally, what was the purpose in shutting down those studios in the first place? I don't know if you guys recall, but last year, animation studios under Disney. Yeah. I'm a little...
They did that last year?
Right? Yeah, it was last year, right? Or was it early? No, it was last year.
I don't remember. I don't even remember. We covered it.
Yeah, we did. We talked about it.
Okay, I forgot all about it. All right, I forgot all about it.
Yeah, we talked about it. But
don't worry. Don't worry about it. If I forgot, it's going to be a tight podcast.
Oh my god. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just over here like, okay, great. The animation, in-house studio animation, great, wonderful. Rehire the people that lost their jobs from the shutting down of the other animation studios. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm gonna say. That's it.
I don't know. I got some really mixed. I got mixed feelings about this. More jobs, great. More opportunities for Black animators, cool. But Disney already has 2. Pixar and Disney Animation.
True.
Like you said, they bought some up. Yes, Blue Light, because they were owned by Fox.
There we go. Yes.
Animation studio. Right. They shut down Fox's animation studio once they bought them. And now you can open up another one for one of your subsidiaries. Again, this is a Marvel animation studio. I mean, they're going to work on Marvel projects. They ain't say nothing else. Marvel projects. But does that mean just Marvel projects for Disney Plus? Does it mean a constant flow of What If animation shorts? Does it mean TV animation for Disney XD? You know what I'm like? It's a lot of questions. And animation is blowing up. We just talked about last week how we got in Japan animation films making $90 million US or 100 billion yen. 100 billion yen sounds better. But that's 90 million US. Like, there is a market for animated content. Now, if Marvel's going to produce that, like, is it comic book stuff or based strictly on the MCU or a mixture of all of it? That's a lot of jobs. And that's just, like I said, only on the Marvel side. So let's be honest, Star Wars is a little shaky. So Star Wars can get their own animation studio, only work on Star Wars projects. Star Wars Vision's finna drop soon. If that blow up, they're gonna go hire a bunch of Japanese animation studios, buy them out, and let them only work on Star Wars stuff. Like, hey, I'm all for jobs, but some stuff is a little bit scary and shaky because it's like, we're Disney. We kept animation going for the longest. We bought up everybody, then fired everybody. Now we opening up new studios. While we still, like you said, going outside the country to hire other studios to only work on Disney stuff and nothing else. Like, I know, yeah. I mean, all hell the mouth, but come on. You know, the Death Star did blow up twice. That's all I'm saying. Twice. So, yeah, I don't know. Again, jobs, cool. I don't know. You got anything else to say about Marvel announcing that they're creating their own animation studio?
Not really. I guess keep an eye out. That
And just for clarification, the reports is they're creating an animation branch, but
mm,
that's a studio. Just say no. We're making an in-house studio. There's nothing wrong with that. Again, Disney already has two of the most profitable in-house animation studios already out there. They're called Disney Animation and Pixar. So having a Marvel animation is not. I don't see anything wrong with it, but just be careful. That's all I'm saying. The snake that ain't its old tail eventually died. Um,
wow.
moving on. Speaking of Disney eating up everything, they also announced this week that Disney will be moving 2,000 jobs from their SoCal location in California, that's Southern California for our international viewers, in SoCal to Orlando, about a 20-minute drive, they said, away from, no, 30-minute drive away from Disney World itself, but right outside a rural neighborhood of the Orlando airport, one of the most beautiful airports, I might say, in America, and one of the busiest metropolises for traveling. Nobody wants to stay there. Sorry, Orlando. Um, Disney just moving people.
Yep.
2,000 employees. That's the employees, guys, not the families. P, give us some more details on what's Disney doing. Like, what's happening here? What's going on?
They're picking and choosing who they're sending for their animation work. Was it animation? See, my brain farting. Terrible day. Sorry, guys. But yeah, no, they're just picking and choosing who to send over to Orlando, Florida. They have a whole campus for them, for more of their tech work, which is interesting. I've noticed that there has been a lot of moving out of California to other states for tech business in the recent years. I'm not quite sure how to respond to that, to be honest. I mean, I'm not sure if I should be excited for it or upset or I'm like, okay. I mean, will it drive up the cost of living? But like you said, nobody wants to live in Orlando. Granted, you have people who work in Disney World and say that it's not easy to live there anyways. Problems and it's expensive. But I don't know. I'm impartial to it. I don't know I'm just I just hear about it. I don't know. Darren.
What we have here, it looks like they're moving tech, animation, and mostly park division out of SoCal because they still have Disneyland,
Right.
and they're moving those over into an area close to Disney World. Disney World, in and of itself, the park itself. Listen to me, guys. Right, listen to this part. The park itself, the land mass that is Disney World, is as big as the city of San Francisco.
Francisco. Mm-hmm.
Disney already owns Anaheim, California. And you say, no, they don't. Oh, go look it up. Almost all Disney employees live in Anaheim, California, where the Mighty Ducks play. I believe that was a Disney sponsored hockey team. I believe based on one of their properties. I still haven't watched that Disney Plus show. I wanted to. It looks pretty good. Now they want another city. They like, screw it. We might as well hold two cities, two coasts. Disney World is the park, but they don't have a city, an infrastructure, a town they control where all their employees can stay and be watched and monitored to make sure that they hail the mouse and always bow before the great Mickey, which is cool. I'm cool with that. Like I said, so it's mostly going to be park division, and then 2,000 employees and their families. Remember, just employees. Those employees have families. And that will also give them 18 months to decide once they choose the employees they want to move. So about a year and a half to decide if you want to uproot your family to continue the privilege and the patronage of his great lordship, Mickey Mouse. I'm just saying, can we open up a Chicago campus? And I will move in there. We'll have the Disney Museum. We'll put it in a museum park. It's beautiful by the lakeshore. And we'll just call it the Disney Museum. I'll live inside the building.
Wow.
I'm just saying, it's an
Jeez.
idea.
Okay.
Think about it. Think about it.
Wow.
All hail our great Lord and Savior, Kevin Feige, and the great mouse that we worship before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, it's Disney doing some political shit, bro. Honestly, that's what it looked like. That's it. It's some political stuff. That's 2,000 people. Let's say it. Let's say it with me. 2,000 votes plus their families if they're a little bit more adult. Then you get the kids to stay, and the kids probably gonna want to move unless they really don't like Disney Entertainment, and then they won't move, so they'll stay around. Yeah, it feel like it's a political mover to me, under the guise of keeping our employees employed. Well, it feels like it's a political mover to get more control over Florida, which they already have control over, to get them to do more stuff to ease up on the House of the Mouse, so they can do what they got to do to make some money, because the pandemic was a little wobbly there for a minute, so they still got to recover some ground. That's what it looks like.
Okay.
Yeah, man, that's been Disney. That's just been a whirlwind of news in the last 8 days. So good for them, and I hope the stock balances out. So moving on from Disney to literally the first non-Disney related news that we have for this podcast. Steam announced, hey, Switch, we see y'all doing some stuff over there. We want a piece of it. Paulina, what's going on with Steam and this new Steam Deck technology?
Basically, a handheld PC is what they've come up with. They have 3 versions, basically different storage space, different price tags, at least in the $100 range. It's exciting because finally, for those who have a large Steam backlog like me and who don't want to repurchase games onto their Switch if they already have it in their backlog, this is great. This is perfect. This is wonderful. The size is bigger than the regular Switch. This is the storage space. What is it? It's 64 gigs they start off with. Then they go all the way up to like 512, if I'm not mistaken. Which is okay, but it's an upwards of like practically $600. Personally, I will wait after its release, which is in December, and it's available for pre-order, if in case anybody is not aware and would like to go and get it right now. You know what it looks like to me, Darren?
What's up?
Not only it looks like the Steam, but it also looks like the combination of, what is it? It's like a Sega handheld device that came out in the 90s. What was it called?
Game Gear.
I think so. It just reminded me of that immediately.
Mm-hmm.
So I just find it really interesting that they model it like that. But they also modeled it after the Switch. Let's be clear. I think it would be good competition for the Switch.
Yeah, because that OLED thing had a lot of people like, really?
Nah.
Really? I mean, they bought it because Nintendo idiots, but it was like, it's a bigger screen. Literally, the Switch can be plugged into my TV to give it a bigger screen.
Yeah.
So the Steam had this waiting. I think Steam was waiting for the announcement of the Switch Pro. When it didn't come out, they was like, ha, let's do something. But let's be clear. Paulina gave y'all the more positive side. I'm finna bring it down just a little bit. No hype train today. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna do a lot of hype train today. First of all, that price tag for that higher 500 is trash. Any game that you would probably want to take with you is 500 gigs.
Right.
But if you want to have smaller games, this is the killer. If you want to do smaller games, it's possible that the OS in the Switch deck will not take it because they won't run Windows games because it's fucking Linux.
Oh, wait, okay, which confuses me. Okay, because I saw a report saying that you can actually run Windows on it.
Yeah.
And it's like, but the games won't be able to be run unless it's a Linux, like on the Linux system, which is like, okay, so what's the purpose?
Because right, no, everything what you're saying is absolutely right.
Right.
And the thing is, you would have to then have the Linux on there to run the OS, then download Windows on there to run the games, which takes up more space.
Right.
little bit of space you already do have. You have to put
Right.
another operating system on
Jesus
there,
Christ.
and then still have room for the game.
That plus, okay, they also have like the micro SD or SD card and micro SD card capabilities, which is fine, but will they be up to speed to keep up with the system in the first place? That's one. Two,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. So it's like
I was bringing that up. That was coming up next.
like it sounds like a dream for indie games because I'll be honest, I don't want to buy Hollow Knight twice and it's never on sale
Mm-hmm.
in the Switch catalog, so whatever. But you know, the operating system, the OS, it's that one just makes me sit over here like what? One, two, the SSD, the SSD for the system, if it's going to be replaceable or not, because people are going to hack the system anyway, because that's what people do with these systems.
Literally, the press release came out after the announcement.
Right.
Yes, you can switch out parts. Please don't switch out parts. You'll mess up the system. All right then.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yes,
That
right.
literally
Like
came
you
out
can
like that.
switch it out at your own discretion, though. You'll, not intended for end
Uh-huh.
user replacement. You'll void the warranty if
Yeah.
you do, though. Like,
Yeah,
bitch,
yeah,
what?
yeah.
Like, bro, like,
I was
what?
like, so why tell me that?
Exactly.
Like, why tell me that? So even though this had me interested, I'm not gonna lie.
Mhm.
Let's if you, oh guys, we didn't go over a lot of details and specs. If you want to do details and specs, go to PC Gamers YouTube channel. They have a video about the announcement. They break down everything. Then they have another video a day later where they go over some of the negative things that they also pointed out that we're talking about now. PC Gamer does great work. Check them out. I was looking at this. I'm like, I want this because this will be the Switch Pro that I never got. But then when I'm looking at it, the size, they're already talking about the weight comparisons,
Yes.
and then the limitations on space. And I ain't saying Switch ain't got no better space issues either. They got problems too. But again, those are for Nintendo cartridge-based games. This is for PC downloading. People, for some reason, when they go over to PC, forget how to program and code and forget how to use space properly. Nah, 300 gigs sound right for my video game. Excuse me. What you just say? But then somehow we get on the Switch. Yeah, we only use 10. We all good.
Bro.
So that's going to be a problem. If that micro SD card having enough storage space, and to get that storage space is 600. Yo, if you got enough money for $600 on a Steam Deck to get that, wait a while, save another $600, go buy your new PC.
Pretty much.
Real talk.
Yes,
And
it's literally the cost of a PC. Like I was just sitting here, like I can buy a computer, a laptop for this, with this money.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. If I can't fuck with it like I do my PC, if I can't upgrade it like I do my PC, what am I buying this for? You putting me into console space. I don't work with my PC. I don't struggle with PC. I don't save up all this money for PC parts to be stuck in the console world. Steam. And let's be honest, y'all know better than Google. Y'all have a habit of creating stuff and not supporting it too. So
yeah,
if y'all not working on that OS, and I mean like that to me is the most important thing. Work on that OS so it can play all the games without me having to download another OS. That's operating system for people. If y'all work on that, then cool. Then I give it a shot. Because there are a lot of games that I got on my Steam back catalog, which are beautiful on my beautiful monitor and my TV. But I wouldn't mind being able to sit somewhere and play them suckers. I wouldn't mind going through all 18 of my Pac-Man games in my lap instead of having to turn on the computer. That sounds fantastic. But those problems have to be addressed first before I drop 600. And yes, I'm dropping 600 because I want the most space as possible. Again, that's what we do PCs for, but we can upgrade our space, our RAM. Duh. So if I want to get this, I want the most available space to put as much stuff on and goof around with as much as I want possible. But fix that OS. Come on, Steam. Let's be honest. It's not like y'all got the prettiest. I can't even say the word now. Dang, see, look, your brain fart carried over. It's not like y'all got the prettiest interface in
Not my fault.
Steam already. So now you're trying to make it smaller? Huh?
Mm.
No, get it together. Get it together. But man, that it was good. It was a cool announcement for like the first day. I ain't gonna lie. That first day I was excited. I'm like, wait a minute, let me look at these specs
Right.
again.
You gotta be, sounds too good to be true. What's going on here?
Y'all, yeah, real. Y'all had me for a minute, and then again, oh sorry about that. Hold on, guys. There I'm back. If you check out PC Gamer's YouTube channel or just PC Gamer, period, they do go in depth about the good qualities too. The portableness of having your Steam catalog, like Paulina said, dope. Some of those indie games you bought, like they was $5 and you want to love them, go back and play them, but then you got stuck playing some AAA game that came out the same week, you never went back. This is perfect for that. If you're a traveler, if you're a content creator, let's make this real personal. If you're a content creator, you're on the go. If you can log into your Switch account, put that on and play from your Steam Deck portable, and it's a solid connection. Oh yeah, we got something going. We already got people doing mobile games that way on Twitch. Now if Steam Deck lets you do that, mm, mm.
Absolutely.
It's so many actual good possibilities. But again, a house is only as strong as the foundation is built on. And right now, Steam Deck is a little shaky, even though they still want you to pre-order. But again, watch your pre-orders. If you got the money to burn it. Be the test subject for the rest of us. We appreciate it. Okay, we appreciate it. But yeah, I'm gonna hold off like I held off for the Switch Pro. I'm gonna hold off on this too. I can wait a little bit longer for portable gaming again. I can wait a little bit longer. Pete, you got anything else to say about Steam Deck and its possibilities?
But it's like you said, I'm a hold off as well. I tend to do that anyways when this stuff first drops because when they first come out, they don't always have the greatest performance.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious to know what the issues are after it drops. Then I'll decide whether or not I actually want to buy it. I'm tempted. I'm very tempted to even put it on my pre-order list, but I need to save up. Anyways,
what model was you looking at?
After looking, I honestly wanted the 500 gig one. But again, that's literally a new laptop right there. And yeah, I'm hesitant on getting it anyways because I do have a big catalog, and it's perfect for me in terms of I just prefer handheld. I don't mind playing on my computer. I don't mind playing on the TV if I'm able to put it on the TV, but otherwise, handheld, this is perfect for me. This is like a little mini computer, literally, for my games, for indie games, which is what I prefer mostly. But I'm a wait and see. And if the 500 gig is as, good as they say it is, or even better, or meh, maybe I'll get it sometime next year.
Nice. All right, man. Well, that is it for our notes. Like I said, we're gonna have a nice, tight podcast for you guys this week. And once we're done with our notes, we like to go around to the panel and ask if there's anything else in Afrofuturism or general geekdom that they saw around that we didn't have time for the notes. So, Pete, you want to kick it off? Anything you saw in Afrofuturism and general geekdom?
Not really. I just see more of a generated interest in Afrofuturism and curiosity about it. I did speak to a couple people about it, about the podcast.
Yes.
So we may get more and more support. Just wait. But I mean,
Nice.
it's gaining more traction.
Wait, the button is true.
Hey, let's. If they want to subscribe, shoot, that's up to them. But yeah, no, that's it. Really, I've just been, just spreading noise about this podcast and generating more interest. Hopefully we get more of that interest. But that's it. I haven't really been on top of it for Afrofuturism this week. Apologies, guys.
I'm gonna tell you a little trick. This is something I learned. When you talk to somebody about the podcast, since right now we're basically focused on YouTube, you say, "Oh, do you have a YouTube account? Oh, for real? Let me see." Gently take their phone, type in Afro underscore AI, go to it, then press subscribe and the notification bell.
Yes, but would they actually
Nobody's
watch the
ever angry when
material?
I've done that. And I mean, hold on.
There's a
But the
difference between
subscribing and the
subscribing them and
notification
having them
bell
watch it.
helps the channel grow. And literally, she
Believe
didn't
me.
hear
Believe
anything I
me.
just said. But subscribing
Believe me.
and hitting the
Oh
notification bell
God.
helps the channel grow. And then the content, get them to listen and watch. Speaking of content, to get them to listen and watch, I've been really, now we're at Hype Train. Y'all guys ready? Now we're at Hype Train. I've been really into the announcement of the new Luke Cage comic. I didn't want to know the writer, didn't want to know the artist. All I know is Marvel said #1 coming. I'm like, cool. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm really enjoying what's going on with Milestone Comics. Static Shock #1, cool. Getting ready for Icon and Rocket. Oh, can't wait for Icon and Rocket. So I haven't read it yet. So relax. But man, Marvel, sometimes competition is good because when somebody sees somebody else doing good, they like, yeah, let's copy it and then do better. So Marvel has announced a new Luke Cage #1 because that Static Shock issue #1 did great. Keep supporting comic books. Always support comic books. Um, and this was something that caught me off guard. Just dropped while I just saw it. It dropped today as a recording. Jordan Peele's new movie Nope released an image on the poster, and I'm just like, okay, awesome, another Jordan Peele movie. Still waiting for Candyman, but this one is Jordan Peele. He doing this one. Nope. That's all it's called. Nope. Look for the poster. It's beautiful.
Kiki
Can't wait
Palmer,
for that.
Steven Yeun,
And
and what else? Who else is casted for this? Daniel? No. Yeah, Daniel Kaluuya. Is that who else was casted for that?
nice. I
Yes.
have no idea. When it comes to Jordan Peele, I just want to watch it. I don't want to know nothing. Like, cause Candyman, some of the shine for Candyman is all because I know so much about it now. But that was the pandemic. It was supposed to come out last year. But I don't want to. I don't want to know nothing. Nah, I'm cool. I'm straight. If the trailer is fantastic, it of course will be covered on the podcast. But other than that, I don't want to know nothing. Jordan Peele, the man is batting 1,000 with me, and I ain't trying to mess it up. So I didn't want. All I saw was the theme, the colors, the title. And I was like, cool. All right then. That's it. And yeah. What else? Oh, and okay, I'm not a mobile gamer. I play like one mobile game, and I'm not telling y'all what it is, so don't look for me. I play one mobile game, but the internet has been killing me with this Pokemon Unite. So I'm probably gonna check that out right after we're done recording. Like, what the hell is this Pokemon Unite?
Oh, that's the
I'm not
first
even
I've
a
heard of
Pokemon
it.
guy like that, but everybody seems to be having the time of their life. The time of their life. I have 3 videos waiting in my watch later on YouTube just about Pokemon Unite, so I can see what the crap everybody's on. Like they're going bananas for it. So that's 3. Yeah, well that's the 3. Yeah, I usually don't 3 things, but those are 3 things I wrote down. But yeah, those are the things that have gotten me hyped. More beautiful black centric comic books written by black people, by the way. I don't know about Luke Cage. Sorry, don't know about Luke Cage yet. But written by black people. Afrofuturism, like P said, is blowing up. So it's always more stuff, more comic books. Bitterroot, Naomi from DC, the whole Milestone universe. Marvel is starting to put more highlights on their black characters. Their new Black Panther #1 should be coming soon. So black comic books support them from the big guys and the small guys. And then, like I said, Jordan Peele, Jordan Peele. I cannot wait to see what he does next. I just cannot wait. And then Pokemon. Yeah, that's about it. All right. Well, thank you guys for listening to the Afro Anime Initiative podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show. But before you go, if you could please follow us on our social media at Afro Anime Initiative on Instagram and Facebook. And while you're on Facebook, hit the group and the Facebook page. We cover everything Afrofuturism, such as art, science, social conversations on a daily basis. Hit us up, message us. And while you're at it, follow us at Afro _AI on Twitter and right here on YouTube. And while you're on YouTube, do all those YouTube things like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll catch you next time. Peace.